And that was Michelle Geely reporting. Clark did not enter a plea yesterday. He'll be back in court in 1 week to do that. Well, immigration policy and the president's negotiations with the Mueller investigation continue to rule the day in Washington.
Loyola Marymount Professor Michael Genovese is here to help us sort it all out. Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us.
Pleasure.
So just days ago, the First Lady's parents became citizens thanks to this chain migration plan that the president has actually condemned, and now it's working for his own family. I mean, how does he make sense of this?
Well, first of all, welcome to Melania's parents. It's an honor to have you as part of the American family, and we celebrate you. My wife became a citizen. She came from Mexico, the place where the president said only sends us rapists and criminals. So it's a little personal for me. Real men don't talk like that. But for Melania's parents, they took advantage of the family reunification program, which they named chain migration. About 60% of legal immigrants come from that process. The president has declared it a disaster. And so the delicious irony is that what he condemns, he's now taking advantage of. I think programs like this are what make America great.
Well, we also saw a policy shift announced by the administration designed to limit the amount of legal services that immigrants received. How will this affect immigrants, Professor?
Well, it's an Office of Management and Budget regulation change. It may not be legal. It may be that the Congress only can make this change. But they're proposed changes which would allow us to punish legal, not illegal, legal immigrants if they take public services like food stamps. Now, the president has said that this is to protect American taxpayers from this excessive burden. The problem is these are people who are here legally, who are paying into the system, who have rights that they're paying into the process. And so this is a very draconian policy. Some people call it the child neglect policy, because if you're a legal immigrant, you may not want to take advantage of some of these options because you fear that now that you can be punished, you may not want to take food stamps. And so this is a draconian policy, even for an administration that, as you saw in the zero tolerance, ripped families apart, took children from their mother's arms and put them in cages. This seems like an unnecessary step that may be just designed to play to his base.
Well, you know, the president's lawyers seem to be at the end stages of negotiations that may lead to the president actually testifying before the Mueller inquiry. Does it appear that a deal will be struck? And if not, what's next?
I'm doubtful that any deal will be struck. I think that Rudy Giuliani is doing a bit of a kabuki dance for show to make it look like they're trying to negotiate. They don't want him to testify. No one on his legal team wants the president to testify. And so Mueller and Giuliani are doing this little pas de deux designed to make it look like they're negotiating, but they're really not. So Mueller has only a few options. One, he can proceed without the president. He may have enough information that he feels confident that he can do that. Number two, he might want to continue negotiating, which would be fruitless, I think. Number three, he has the option to subpoena the president. That's of questionable legality, and certainly the White House would fight that. That would mean weeks in court, and the resolution of that is unclear. We don't know if a president can be subpoenaed.
Interesting insight as always, Professor. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you.